All right, so we are live here. I have Nathan. We are both potential contestants on So You Think You Can Tout. We thought we'd just hop on live here real quick, talk some stuff, get to know each other, maybe draft a team, and see what's up. How are you doing tonight, Nathan?
I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, excited to hopefully be selected. So you think you can tout? Yeah, happy to chat some football with you. Been in the best ball streets for a handful of years, so excited to share some thoughts on live stream for once.
Oh, I'd love to hear that. So, what are some flag plants you have right now?
I mean, my biggest one, it's kind of the one I shared for my truth serum, even though I guess now it's not actually a truth serum. It was kind of more of a player take, but Pat
Hmm.
Fryermuth's my big one. I just think
Okay.
with Jonnu Smith off the team and him going in like the 18th, 19th round, and if Rodgers comes back, I think he has potential to be a tight end one like he has been in seasons prior when he's kind of been the main tight end on the team.
Okay. So, this is you said is this depending on Aaron Rodgers coming back? You said or no?
Yeah, definitely. If unless they draft, maybe if they bring in like even someone like Ty Simpson, maybe I'd be
Hmm.
happy with it just because Pat Fryermuth can run short routes, grab those quick passes. I'm kind of interested. If Rodgers doesn't come back and they don't pick up a quarterback, I'm definitely a lot more iffy on it just because I feel like they'll probably try to get Pittman and DK more involved with. I don't even know who's on their roster right now for quarterback.
Uh, yeah, Pittman. Yeah, I don't think I can tell you a quarterback on the roster outside of
I,
Aaron Rodgers. That might be bad for us, but it's whatever. Who cares about backup quarterbacks?
Yeah, I'm just like with what they've been doing, I feel like Rodgers almost has to come back. Just I feel like they
You
would
would
have done
think.
something if he was leaning more towards no, but I guess crazier things have happened.
Yeah. So, what made you want to try out for So You Think You Could Tell?
I've been watching Pete Davis, kind of the whole crew for a handful of years now.
Hmm.
I also do content creation on the side, but I talk a lot more about movies. I do movie reviews. I cover the Oscars on my YouTube channel. Just
Hmm.
never really delved into football, even though that's probably my secondary love behind movies is fantasy football and things like that. So when this opportunity came up, I'm like, I've been in front of the camera a few times, so I think I'm pretty decent at talking. So I was like, I'll throw my hat into the ring and give it a shot.
Yeah. Why not shoot your shot, man? What's your go-to movie? What's your favorite movie?
So my favorite movie of all time is Zombieland. That's the movie I credit with like getting me into movies. I remember like watching
Hmm.
the behind the scenes, like how they made the movie, special effects, like commentary track with the actors. But I
Hmm.
think when people ask me what's the best movie of all time, I always think it's Rear Window, Alfred Hitchcock, one of his films from the 50s. I just think that's like the
Okay.
greatest movie ever made.
Old school, man. Old school. I love to
Yeah.
see that. Nice. Yeah. Um, do you have any? Are you a laundry bro at all? Do you have a favorite team?
So I'm in Wisconsin. So
Okay.
I am a Packers fan, I guess. I grew up in a NASCAR family mostly, but my dad always had the games on once in a while. But when I really got into football, it was mainly through like friends and playing Madden and stuff. And Jamal
Hmm.
Charles is my all-time favorite player, so I kind of followed the Chiefs. So you'll catch me flipping between the Chiefs and Packers. I'm always happy if they're doing well.
Okay. Okay. I mean that's a replay of what the first Super Bowl,
Yep, very
second
first
Super
Super Bowl,
Bowl,
yeah.
first
Hmm.
Super Bowl. So, um, honestly, I'm just gonna go ahead and hop into a UDFA if that's cool with you.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Cool. Let me share my screen here real quick. All right.
How many years have you been playing best
All
ball
right.
then?
Oh, we'll be waiting a while.
Oh.
Best ball. I started best ball around like 2022 ish.
Hmm.
So, um, looks like we'll be waiting a minute. We have 11 people. We have 11 people to wait for, so we can chit chat a little bit. So,
Yeah, I'll even hop in here too, and I'll draft on my phone. That'll be easy too.
yeah, why
Get one
not?
more slot filled
Yeah,
up.
yeah. So, do you have any thing that you're looking forward to as far as the contest goes? If you're selected.
I'm just interested to see like the array of ideas he has. I know Pete was talking on some stream. He has like 3 pages worth of different ideas for contests and things like that. I'd be interested to see what all he has in store and definitely who he'd bring on for judges. I know I saw a tweet, Pat Mayo responded to him saying he'd be interested being a judge because he loved the idea. And Pat Mayo is probably the first person I watched when I really got into like DFS and things like that. I'm just a big fan of him. So it'd be cool if made it on the show and then two made it to the point where he's a judge just to kind of be there for that.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to some of the challenges. And just seeing what we're able to do and seeing what we're gonna, just honestly seeing what we're gonna do is gonna be fun. And even if I'm not selected, I just can't wait to watch this process.
Yeah, I'm really excited just to see it play out in general.
Right.
Like, do you feel strong about like writing and stuff? Or are you good at writing? I know he even brought that up. It's like I have not done writing in a while, especially like kind of angled towards something like this.
So thankfully with my job, I'm a special education teacher, and I have to write IEPs for my students, which is individualized education plans. And it's all based off of data that we've collected off of them from the entire school year. So data collection, as well as using that data to form something that's digestible, is something I'm used to. My background is I have a history degree with a political science minor, and all of that is just data collection, reading primary sources, turning it into digestible words. So I'm not worried about that part. The camera part is what's getting me.
New to you? Yeah.
New to me. Newer, yes. So
yeah, and that's funny that you say IEPs. I work with that a lot too. I work for an ed tech company and I help them set up programs post sales. So I worked with a lot of like special ed teachers who are trying to implement like different testing platforms and things into their schools and things like that.
Yeah. All right. Looks like we have Rickadoozle joining us too.
Yeah. Hey guys, what's up?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
How are you?
Yes, I can hear you.
So we just entered a UDFA. Nathan is joining it for himself. I have the 9 spot. I'm assuming you're the 4 spot.
Yep.
All right, cool. Rick, you can join me in drafted or join Nathan in drafted. Your choice, man.
Yeah, I mean, I can just chop it up here, and just kind of do my slow drafts as I kind of finish those up. I was multi-tabling some DraftKings before. I just got off a show, like interview with Mitch. So.
Right. Nice. So, Rick, I'm just gonna cut straight to the chase. How do you feel about being the villain so far?
I mean, I explained this on the show, but I'll just do it again here. Like,
sorry,
I was like doing hashtag join the bash on the bash for like a year since it like first started, and I like never got on there. So I saw like 70 people in the lobby, and I was like, all right, hashtag join the bash, and just kept on like doing my work. And then I hear Rickadoozle, and like alarm bells start going off, like adrenaline hits. And I'm like, do I have meetings? No. Early lunch, do not disturb for an hour. And I'm like, I can't go outside. I can't go to a conference room.
No.
Let me just go to like where people huddle when there's a fire in the building. And so I'm just sitting there with like my phone like up in my face, like trying to see the draft board. Like,
right, like who's there?
And so like everything that came out in that first, like I want to say 20 minutes was just pure adrenaline.
Oh no, I get that. It's like, what was it your first time doing like live stream stuff?
Not my first time. I've been in front of camera a couple times, but like as a streamer / like influencer, yeah, first time.
Gotcha. I remember I got on a show with Pete like 3 summers ago, and it's a project that I helped him out with a good amount of help with. And since I helped him with it, he asked me to come on the show. My internet was not working, and I was like 45 seconds behind everybody. So it's like they would say something, but whenever I was hearing it, they were like 2 points ahead. So I would talk, they would pause, and then it would just be a little frustrating. So at least you didn't have that happen to you.
Yeah, and to be honest, like I did kind of look through all the submissions, and I kind of thought there was like an edge to submitting early. Now I realize like there's an edge to kind of taking your time and working on your video.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, we can always resubmit. So I'm on the clock. I'm just going to go by ADP. You grab CeeDee Lamb here.
Is CeeDee Lamb ahead of Amon-Ra St. Brown now?
First round, I just go by ADP.
Yeah, he is. He's 0.4 ahead. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, point something ahead. I don't know. I like both offenses. That's a coin flip for me. If I had the 10th spot, I'd take an ARSB. Nathan, you're taking the biter at 4.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm not too worried about him. He'll be playing. If I have to be honest, the one person I really don't like in the first round is Jonathan Taylor. I just don't feel good about it because if Daniel Jones takes a little bit to come back, I think he's on track for week 1, but who knows with the Achilles tear. I'm just not feeling too good about him personally right now.
Yeah, that's a rough spot. I'm as far as the first rounders go, even Puka, like if they're in line, if they're the best available on the board, I'm just going to take them.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting thing about the Colts is that they actually finished 3rd in their division. So they're going to get a 3rd place schedule. And with Daniel Jones' Achilles tear, I mean, there's not a lot of backs that are seeing like 90 plus, touch share in the NFL. And so like he could just kind of, fall ass backwards into a bunch of touchdowns.
Yeah, that's very true too. I just love CMC because I just feel like he's just going to get so much volume regardless. I guess Underdog a little bit more iffy, but if I'm over on DraftKings, it's just like I love the PPR upside because they're just going to spam him catches and he can get there even if he's getting 3 yards a rush and is starting to get a little bit more washed in that department.
And honestly, like look at Jonathan Taylor's backups. Like who's going to even come remotely close to stealing any touches from him? Like he's going to. I wouldn't be surprised if he had the highest like rush share in the NFL this year.
Oh yeah, it's definitely absolutely on the table.
All right, Nathan, what you think about your 2nd round pick?
I personally really like Chase Brown here. I feel like the Bengals have so many more needs that they're just not going to address running back, and Chase Brown's just gonna have another year of getting a bulk of the carries. So I like grabbing him at the end of the 2.
All right. So I've started CeeDee Lamb, Jeremiyah Love. I'm a big fan of Jeremiyah Love. No matter where he goes, he's going to be the running back 1. Great ceiling, great floor. Nathan started Puka and Chase Brown. Rick, what you think so far?
Jeremiyah Love particularly, I think because the draft class of running backs is so bad, like people are like before it was a very clear tier break between Jeremiyah Love and Bijan Robinson and Ashton Genty. And now they're kind of moving Jeremiyah Love up as the draft gets closer and people get more excited and more kind of micro focused on this year's draft. So I think it's I think if he goes to the Titans, Pollard's not long for the Titans. If he goes to the Giants, that's the disaster scenario because that whole fan base has bought Scatterbo jerseys. They want him scoring touchdowns. Yeah,
that's going to be Jeremiyah Love's closest potential of like a 50-50. I still think it'd be like a 60-40, 65-35 type of situation there. But I think Jeremiyah would still be the clear starter. But Cam Scatterbo's too good to keep off the field.
I would agree.
I really wanted Bowers there, but that guy decided to double up on McBride and Bowers.
Yeah, double bully tight end there. That's something. We'll see how that works out for him.
What's that quote like? Let's see how that works out for you.
Right.
A bold move, Cotton. Let's see how that works out for you.
Yeah. We're on ESPN the Ocho. All right.
Yeah, Chase Brown.
I'll start with a.
Yeah, go ahead.
You had. I usually don't like starting with a double anchor. I'm more of a single anchor or a 0 running back guy, but Travis Etienne is 4 picks past ADP, so might as well take the faller.
Yeah, if Chase Brown survives the draft, he's going to rise like crazy. But, I think we forget that he was like a 5th-round draft pick not so long ago, and he's had durability concerns. So, I mean, if you see a Jonah Coleman, a Emmett Johnson, even like a Seth McGowan land where he is, you could see you could see him lose a lock on that total, share of running back touches. I mean, he even lost touches to Samaje Perine with a broken neck last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, another thing, too, is I don't know if y'all saw, but Jeremiyah Love actually went to the Bengals for a top 30 visit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if Love is there at 10 when they're picking, like, it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibilities if they're taking best player available. I know they have other needs, but he'd be such a juice to the offense, and I think that would push Chase Brown down some, too. I think that would hurt. I think that would hurt Brown more than it would hurt Scatterbo as far as playing time goes.
Yeah, it absolutely would. And then, I'd be really interested to see if that happens. I just have a hard time seeing Love make it all the way back to 10, just with the way things are going. But if something like that happens, it would definitely be crazy. What are your guys' thoughts on Trey McBride? He's like, I've been having issues with him just because I'm like, he got so many points in garbage time last year with Jacoby Brissett just whipping the ball. I just feel like there's going to be some sort of dip in production, but I don't know how to feel about him because there's really no other wide receivers unless Michael Wilson's just going to ball out again.
I mean, Jacoby Brissett's starting again, and after him is probably going to be Gardner Minshew. And after him, Ty Simpson, who probably is like, that dude big. I'm going to throw him the ball.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of McBride. He's my second most drafted tight end, so I'm clicking him a lot in the second round.
Market leading, one of the market leaders in rankings has him pretty high relative to his ADP.
Yeah. I believe it. I could see it to where Trey McBride, the closer we get into the summer, and once everyone starts drafting their FFPC teams, it might bleed over to here. He could be going in the 14 to 17 range. I could see some drafters maybe even taking them at 12 or 13. And then Bowers himself, like he could sneak into like the mid-second.
Yeah, Bowers is the one I've really been liking to click, especially when he falls into the third round. I just feel like Mendoza, there's going to get him some quick, easy targets, and I feel like Bowers is the perfect person for that, especially since they haven't spent too much time upgrading their wide receiver room yet.
No, it's going to be tough. All right, Nathan, where are you going to go for this pick?
I'm going to go Jameson
All right,
Williams.
J-Mo.
I just like his, home run upside. He can catch 3 passes for 100 yards and a touchdown, so I enjoy that. But he can also, catch multiple passes, and if Amon-Ra gets banged up, misses a game or two, even elevates him even more. I know some people don't like him, but I just kind of like him for some big upside swing in the 5th round.
A little bit of Green Bay Detroit correlation there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing
Josh Jacobs.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. You're up next.
You can talk while I'm picking my team. I'm just going to go Devontae Adams.
Yeah, I mean, Josh Jacobs, it's weird because, we've been trying to dump on him for a couple years now. But, why wouldn't he get a similar amount of running back touch share on a better offense, than Jeremiyah Love, right? Granted, we think Jeremiyah Love's a better talent at this point in his career. Devon Achane's a better talent, but, you can't tell me the Dolphins' offense is better than the Packers' offense, or wherever Jeremiyah Love goes is better. And even if he goes to Cincy, a comparable offense, he's going to have to share with Chase Brown. And the other thing about it is they just traded away Dontayvion Wicks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, the other thing is, too, who's backing him up? Marshawn Lloyd hasn't touched the field in, the 2 seasons he's been in the NFL. And then they re-signed Chris Brooks to, a 2-year, $4 million deal, which is absolutely nothing. I guess they could possibly pick someone in the mid rounds, but this running back class isn't that good. So I feel like we at least get one more year of workhorse Josh Jacobs. But I feel like they're going to have to do something to address the backup position here soon. If not this season, definitely next.
Yeah. I'm at a loss for here. I don't really want to take Tyler Warren and grab a tight end. One thing that I've been doing it recently in drafts is I don't know if you'll. I mean, I'm sure y'all know this, but the first overall pick, when it's a quarterback, most of the time that team's second pick they go for a wide receiver. So I've been trying to grab one of the rookie receivers when I'm drafting Mendoza. That's supposed to go in the second round. That could be easily paired with him. I don't know if that's something y'all have thought about doing, but it's something that's been in the back of my mind as well.
Apparently, the Jets are going to trade back and take Omar Cooper Jr., so that ruins that plan.
Yeah, gosh, that, I mean, it would just be like Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne, both at Clemson, going to the Jaguars in the same year. But it's even less about Omar Cooper, just like a projected second round receiver in general. I've been targeting if I'm drafting Mendoza. Because Trey Tucker's their wide receiver 1, that's not going to do it.
No, yeah, it's absolutely not going to do it. I've just been kind of spraying and praying with kind of those late round wide receivers, whether it's Brazel or Ted Hurst. I've just been trying to grab one or two of them in most of my drafts in the 19th or 20th round. A couple of them are going to get a good landing spot, and I'm happy just to get those in these, pre-draft contests. I mean, some of them are going to be zeros, but that's just what we do here, I guess, for these pre-draft ones.
Yeah. It's fun. So what have y'all's pre-draft underdog drafts looked like? So who are some of your top exposures?
Look at my exposures right now. I apparently am a slappy because my top exposure is Mike Washington, and Emmett Johnson isn't far behind.
Okay.
I was going to say, let me take a look at my... Yeah, up top, Dylan Sampson and Pat Freiermuth. I have like 35% of both of them. I will say I've not drafted a ton this pre-draft season, but yeah, after that, Colston Loveland, Jauan Jennings, I really like him just because I think he's going to rise once he signs with the team. Ramondre, I'm a big Ramondre fan. I know Trevion's going ahead of him, but they still wanted to give Ramondre the ball down the stretch, and I think he's going to get a lot of the early season work at least, and I've been doing some zero RB builds, so I like to mix him in on those teams.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Ramondre is great for RB texturing. Chuba Hubbard's great for RB texturing because they're going to get early season work, and like especially if you grab an RJ Harvey or a Trevion Henderson early, like the thesis with them is the same thesis as it was last year, basically. Trevion Henderson performed a little bit better, but I think that coaching staff is a little bit more stubborn than the Broncos.
Mm-hmm. That is true for sure.
And I'm a Broncos fan, by the way, so I don't love RJ Harvey, but I mean he needs J.K. Dobbins to get hurt to even return low end RB1 value.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially after those comments, they said that J.K. Dobbins was like a priority to bring back this offseason. They definitely just want to run it back and try to give him more carries, probably.
Do you think they're going to target? Do you think they're going to target running back in the draft with the rumors of them bringing in guys in the offseason?
I hope not.
Yeah,
but you never know with Sean Payton. Like some coaching staffs and some organizations, they say, "Hey, we had the right process on RJ Harvey last year, but it just didn't hit. So let's just try it again this year with I swear to God, if they take Jonah Coleman or Emmett Johnson, I'm going to walk away from the TV."
I mean, yeah, I think that'd be too much of a cluster for your running back room right there.
And they just traded their first round pick for Jalen Waddle, which I actually like. So they're going to have a high pass rate over expectation. So that benefits Harvey because he'll kind of play a little bit as that chess piece. He played more of the Joker role than Njoku did, but obviously Sean Payton's offense is really hard to pick up. So it's going to be a competition for that running back tight end move piece. And that's going to return some good value if you compare that with some outside zone runs.
Right. Do you think Bo Nix is him? Do you think he's going to recover well from that broken ankle?
I think Bo Nix can win you a Super Bowl. Do I think he's him? No.
Really? Okay.
Do I think he's going to recover from the ankle? Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, you think Bo Nix can win the Broncos a Super Bowl?
Yeah, so there's three things, right? Like Sam Darnold, I think they won a Super Bowl in spite of Sam Darnold because he can implode. There's like teams that like Kirk Cousins, like you can win a Super Bowl with Kirk Cousins. You just have to have a really good team around him, and he'll get the ball to his receivers. And then there's quarterbacks you win a Super Bowl because of, right? Jalen Hurts proved that he can be a quarterback you can win a Super Bowl because of. Obviously, Mahomes. We'd like to stick Justin Herbert in that category that we don't really know. You know, like Tom Brady. He went to 2 teams and did it. Peyton Manning. But like I think Bo Nix is right now. He can win you a Super Bowl, but like he's not a household name. But we'll see after this year, because if he doesn't reach 4,000 passing yards this year and kind of come close to 5,000 with the weapons he's got and the pass rate over expectation they have, they're going to be looking at quarterback in the coming drafts because next year's draft class is strong.
I agree. This might be the strongest receiver room that Peyton's had as a coach. Back to Michael Thomas days, I feel like.
Yeah.
Especially with Waddle, Sutton as your 1-2. I mean, and the wide receiver 3 on that team has shown they can hold their own, whoever it is, Pat Bryant, Troy Franklin. Insert former Saints receiver.
They've shown, like, and the biggest thing, they've just shown that they will completely abandon the run when they're playing tough competition. Like, we're talking like 70-30 pass run split. Like, if it's not working in the first half, just ditch it. And that's that's great for the pass volume. That's great for target volume. And this year they play a first place schedule.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
So you guys want to recap your teams a little bit for the audio listeners?
Yes, we can. Nathan, you can go first, and I'm going to make my pick.
Yeah, so I just grabbed Matthew Stafford to stack with Puka. The rest of my wide receiver room is Jalen Waddle, Jameson Williams, Jordan Tyson, and Chris Godwin. And then my running back room is Chase Brown, Josh Jacobs, and Jalen Warren. And I haven't picked a tight end up yet.
My team is it's something right now. I have Jackson Dart, Kyler Murray at quarterback, Jeremiyah Love, Travis Etienne running back. Wide receiver room of CeeDee Lamb, Devonta Smith, Devontae Adams, DK Metcalf, and then Tyler Warren at tight end.
Probably looking to tack on. Oh, nope, Wandale just went right after you.
Yeah.
Wandale coming back around, you could stack. Oh no, he's on the Titans now. Oops.
Yeah, I was thinking about Wandale because I could have probably gotten Malik at 129. But I'm not sure that's going to happen.
You could always get Darnell Mooney. Right?
I'm in a weird spot for quarterback. Yeah, that too. I'm in a weird spot for quarterback in the draft.
Yeah,
you have Jadarian Price. What's that?
Are you using the sidekick?
No, I'm not using it for this draft. No, I just moved it to the side.
So it's not driving.
No, it's not driving me. No.
I was going to say quarterback has just been so weird. I just feel like they're so clumped up during this pre-draft thing. Like I was looking for I was going to take Bo Nix at the last turn of my picks, but I realized someone took him like 22 spots ahead of ADP in this draft. And like stuff like that's just been happening all the time when I've just been drafting. And it's just been such a crazy cluster in these like rounds 9, 10, 11 for quarterback.
Yeah, I think it's just you got to get a guy and hope for the best with this, and maybe you can stack them later. But I've seen a lot of people. Who was it? Someone put that they felt like stacking was dead. As their truth term, or just I just read recently someone put that. And it makes sense in pre-draft. Because there's still a lot of things that need to shake up.
There's definitely still a lot to unfold, but I just have a hard time getting out of that kind of feeling, which might be, something I need to do just to get a little bit more uncomfortable. But I always just love to at least get a single stack. Like here, if I just have Stafford, Puka, I'm fine with that. Or like I just drafted Malik Willis just because quarterbacks are starting to come off the board. If I don't stack anyone with Malik Willis, I really don't care just because I'm here for that rushing upside. But yeah, it's definitely a weird thing to get out of because I'm just so used to trying to double and triple stack in all these drafts like I have done throughout the years.
Right. That's how I feel about Kyler and Jackson. Is like if I'm gonna take if I'm gonna take quarterbacks that don't need to be stacked, like those are two guys. But even CJ Stroud going at 122 in this draft is crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and what CJ Stroud averaged like 13 or 14 half-point PPR points a game last year. It just doesn't even feel good to like pick him this early in the draft personally.
No, it doesn't. Interesting.
Yeah, these are also $2 draft rooms, so I think people are just trying things out now. Like the reason I didn't like ape into these for slows is one, I wanted to focus on maxing out the DK contest because I think that's going to overlay, and two, I did this last year with the dollar drafts, like the little Dalmatians. Holy shit! I've never experienced like slow draft hell until those came, and then like as the clock it's like 1 hour clocks on 101 Dalmatian drafts. And I'm like trying to filter them out. There's no way to filter them out versus BBMs or anything. So you're just like, click, 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 click.
Yeah, and I've like never even drafted like at that sort of volume. Like that's just something I've never done. I just can't imagine like trying to manage being on the clock in like 80 drafts or whatever it is. It just seems, I don't even know. It would overwhelm me too much. I think if my phone's just constantly blowing up, you're on the clock.
Well, it's also tough with coming up this Thursday is the 1 hour clocks because the draft is a week away, and that's when these drafts close. It took me by surprise last week when I saw 4 hour clocks. I'm like, what is going on?
Mm-hmm.
So, how many pre-draft drafts are y'all going to get in?
I'm probably around 50 total across DK and Underdog, so not too many, but
okay.
I'm looking at my portfolio here. We've got 343. I'll probably get up to 400 if I can max the DK. Like I'm a volume drafter. I do tons of slows. I did 2.5K total drafts last year, so like I've got about, it's going to be a little over 4,000 in outlay pre-draft.
Okay. Do you find yourself, do you do different draft strategies compared to what site you're on? Like, do you target other people on DK just because it is full point PPR and you get the bonuses? Or do you kind
Absolutely. Like Jordan Tyson's my number one player on DK, number one exposure. And across the whole portfolio, he's number two. So, yeah, it just depends on the format. Depends on the ADPs. DraftKings itself is like its own monster, you know? Mm-hmm. You never know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I had to stop drafting over there completely 2 summers ago. It just got to be too much of a Wild West for me. Like I would come out with teams that I thought looked like, oh my gosh, this is a super team. Then I realized anyone else who's drafting like above average, they also have these same super teams. All right, after this pick, let's do a quick little recap here after round 12.
So
I'll
guys,
do mine real quick.
Start with your structure, like your QB, RB, wide receiver, tight end. It kind of helps people picture it.
Right.
Like
so my quarter. Yeah. Right now through 12 rounds, I'm at 3 quarterbacks, 4 running backs, 4 receivers, 1 tight end. Jackson Dart, Kyler Murray, Daniel Jones for my quarterbacks. Running backs, I have Jeremiyah Love, Travis Etienne, Jadarian Price, Aaron Jones. Wide receivers, I'm looking at CeeDee Lamb, Devonta Smith, Devontae Adams, DK Metcalf. And then tight end, I'm rounding it out with Tyler Warren.
Yeah, and I'll recap my team here. I have a 2-3-6-1 build currently. Matthew Stafford, Malik Willis at quarterback, Chase Brown, Josh Jacobs, and Jalen Warren at running back. Puka, Waddle, Jameson Williams, Tyson, Godwin, and Jauan Jennings at wide receiver, and then George Kittle at tight end.
You finally got your stack partner with Daniel Jones, Nick. And then you got Aaron Jones to pair with Kyler Murray.
Yep. And Darnell Mooney, hopefully with, I was hoping for Likely to come back to me, but not happening.
Dude,
I'll figure someone out.
Aaron Jones is my highest exposed player across all sites right now, and it feels so gross. I have $1,007 in Aaron fucking Jones.
It's a lot of money to put on that banged up hamstring that he injures every year.
In 2026.
I need them to dodge the draft so bad. Like, give him a scat back. Like, please. Yeah. Minnesota, you have so many other needs. Your defense, your offensive line. Don't take a running back.
All right. I'm going to take my highest drafted receiver with Travis Hunter. It's insane that he's going in the 13th round. It's not even confirmed that he's going to be a full-time CB. He's still going to get receiver snaps. It's just a charade that even think he's going to play full-time CB and nothing for receiver.
My only caveat to that was, like, I think you get him at 190.
Really?
I mean,
yeah, probably.
Auction values, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well, his ADP is 153. And his ADP is 160. I took him at 153, so that's not too far of a reach.
Yeah, you're good. It's all dollar values there, so get your guys correlation with Indy. You're fine.
Mm-hmm.
And like, talk about a CV pick. Like, if Brian Thomas somehow gets traded during the draft, if Jacoby Myers finally hits the age cliff, I mean, he's playing some wide receiver snaps.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be easy.
Well, this is something you said too on the pod with Mitch. Like, if Bashal Tutin isn't like pass rate over expectation.
Yeah. Just grab another stacking partner with Kyler Murray for TJ Hawkinson.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, he can't see too far over the line, so he'll just throw it to the big guy.
Yeah.
Is that your Aaron Jones thought process? They just have to throw dump offs to him because he can't see anyone downfield except Justin Jefferson. It's either gonna be Justin Jefferson or just dump it off to Aaron Jones.
No, he's just tired of getting hit, man. You can't play Xbox from the ice bath.
No, and like let's be honest. If Kevin O'Connell can't fix him, no one can.
Oh yeah, this is his last shot at being like a true starter. I mean, he'll definitely bounce around as a backup, but yeah.
And I mean, he'll be a good backup too. Like people, if he needs to be backup, he'll be a great spot start. But like this is his last chance to be an NFL starter.
The other thing is, if the scheme is correct, you can match up Aaron Jones on a linebacker a lot. Because you have Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson. That's going to draw 3 defensive backs at a minimum. And so you're either going to, add another one to add Jordan Addison over the top. And at that point, you're going to have to stick a linebacker on Aaron Jones if TJ Hawkinson is going out into a route. So I trust Kevin O'Connell to design the game well for Aaron Jones. It's just a matter of, like, do they like another back in the draft? And my bet is with his advanced metrics last year looking pretty good and being a lot better than Jordan Mason, they're pretty fine with their backfield and they're going to run it back. And I thought that before free agency.
I think so too. If they do draft another back, it's only going to hurt Jordan Mason. I think you were very right. It's not going to hurt Aaron Jones that much.
Nathan, what do you think about Jauan Jennings? Where do you think he's going to land, man? Do you believe the Kyle Shanahan thing?
I mean, personally, I would love if Jauan Jennings would come to the Packers. I live in Wisconsin, and I think he would kind of fit right into them kind of rotating through all these random wide receivers. Jauan Jennings, I think he would just fit in. He would rotate really well. He would fit well into the short passing game. They could do some trick plays where he's chucking the ball downfield. I think he's just kind of one of those more quirky wide receivers that isn't like a true number one, which just seems to be what Green Bay loves for some reason. So I think he would fit in well there. I think it'd be a good landing spot. And with them trading Wicks, and then they're also losing Dobbs in free agency, they're going to have to do something at the wide receiver position. I don't know if they're going to address it in the first round. I think they have some defensive ailments they need to address, like cornerback, so they can get Micah Parsons some help. But so I think he'd be a good fit there, but they probably won't. I just don't see anyone picking him up until after the draft. I think it's going to see how that falls. And then I think Jauan Jennings.
You guys have the cap space?
I think they probably have enough cap space. I don't even know what would Jauan Jennings fetch on an open market right now. That's something I'm not too.
I think he's asking for like Alex Pierce money, which is why he's not getting signed.
Yeah, there's no way he's getting Alec Pierce money, I would not assume.
Let me check out. They have $22 million, it looks like, left this year. So, yeah, I mean, unless he comes back down to that like 13 to 15 number, and even then, they probably want to sign some depth on the D line.
Yeah, I don't even. Who has cap space left? Like, would that be someone the Raiders would pick? I just feel like if the Raiders were going to spend money, they would have spent that already.
Well, at this point, like, you can avoid, like, there's some weird contract situation where if you sign them after the draft or after like some date, you can avoid some guaranteed money, and like. Essentially, the players want to practice less, right? They don't want to go to OTAs and risk getting hurt, especially if they're older. So I think that's why you're seeing so many of these older guys. I mean, Stephon Diggs is unique. That's just my take on it. I mean, like, Calvin Ridley got re-signed and took the minimum deal. You want to talk about that pick?
Yeah. I need a receiver. It's someone who I think, gets me some points if I needed them. He's rarely going to crack my starting lineup unless my other guys are on bye. So it's just depth pick, honestly. And if Cam Ward takes the next step forward, I mean, I think Ridley and Wandell are going to be able to see the step with him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think projected, like, for example, we know dead zone backs are like projected volume backs, that volume could disappear. But I think in certain situations, projected volume wide receivers, like, are going to materialize. I mean, even Stephon Diggs, it was like, who else are they going to throw to there? And, like, they did throw to him, just he was unpredictable and managed. He was fine in best ball, though. So I think you're going to see maybe a similar type of, season from Calvin Ridley with the Titans, and especially if Cam Ward takes a step forward. But you did get Darnell Mooney to stack with Jackson Dart. No naked Dart.
Yes, thank you. All three of my quarterbacks are stacked up now.
So you know that in Week 17, CeeDee Lamb is going to go for his 40 burger, and Dart is going to drop 2 dimes in the bucket to Darnell Mooney, while Malik Neighbors gets bracket coverage.
Oh, come on now! You're speaking my language, man. So that's what we're calling Week 17 Giants Cowboys.
I mean, it's a micro edge that we can press the button, right? Like divisional stacking in pre-draft best ball. Some people don't do it at all. Like, obviously, team stacking is like you want to over team stack as much as possible, especially in pre-draft, because that's a lever we can push that we know has edge. And then the other lever that's like micro edge, but it's still an edge, I think, is divisional stacking, because you do get 6 games against the division, 2 against each team.
Yep. And it always ends up everyone, I feel like, plays a division opponent in 15, 16, or 17. Most teams end their season against a division opponent. Also, I have Devontae Smith as well to add to the NFC East.
Yeah. And what do you guys think about the AJB situation? I know we've kind of beat a dead horse, but with like the new Diana Rossini retiring or resigning letter, we got to talk about that. How does that play into the AJB situation?
I still think he's getting traded.
I've been.
I know you were saying in the video, right? I believe that you don't think he's going anywhere.
But also, tell me that you're unbiased, Nick.
I'm in the camp of most Eagles fans do want him gone. I don't want him gone, and so that might be fueling some of me saying he's going to stay. I think the draft is going to tell a lot, though. That's what it's going to give us. It's the draft that's going to tell the most.
You say most Eagles fans want A.J. Brown gone. Did you know that this is real news? Philadelphia faces a severe adult literacy crisis, with data indicating that roughly 52% of adults in the city are functionally illiterate.
Am I surprised? No. Do I love that city still? Yes. Hey man, we do our best out here. We do our best. Thank God I live in North Carolina
people,
now.
Man.
So.
You're a teacher.
Yeah, I try my best to help people.
Have you tried to reach out to the Eagles organization and be like, put me with Big Dom, I can help these people?
No, I want Big Dom to be gone. I'll be honest with you. I'm not a fan of him. Not a fan. So I might be one of the most contrarian Eagle fans that you'll meet. What most fans want, I just want the opposite most of the time. Because, like, you're right, most of them are illiterate and they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, so I mean, I just think there's just so much smoke there, and like the way Howie Roseman put it, he was like, AJ Brown is an Eagle. Like he didn't say AJ Brown is going to be an Eagle. He said AJ Brown is an Eagle.
Yeah,
and they're just tired of talking about it too. Like they're like, yeah, you'll find out after June 1st, right? Like we're not going to screw ourselves out of trade value from the Patriots because rumors came out from the Patriots. Oh yeah, we're offering a second now for AJ Brown if we got to eat the dead cap. And it's like, yeah, you get more leverage because, like, they just signed the ghost of Hollywood Brown and Dontavious Wicks, who I think is actually good. But, like, right now that Wicks moves feels pretty lateral just given the offense. But if A.J. Brown leaves, I mean, wheels up.
Well, with Wicks signing his extension, being given $13 million next year, too, says a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm interested to see what the Patriots do in the draft because I have a hard time just seeing they're going to roll into the next season with like Boutte and Dobbs as their 1-2 punch. I just feel like you don't follow up a Super Bowl run with that as your wide receiver room. I mean, Dobbs has had concussion risks his entire career. Boutte has never really broken out fully. They have to do something. I mean, if they draft a wide receiver, I don't know who they're going to draft at 32. That's really going to move the needle that much for me. But yeah, something just they're brewing something up, and that's just why I'm leaning towards AJ Brown's is going to be a Patriot at some point.
Yeah, I mean, anything can happen at 31. I mean, Omar Cooper could still be there. I mean, he's still not guaranteed to be a first rounder. He's still one of those fringe first, second round guys. Casey Concepcion, for some reason, fall a little bit further down, but I don't see him getting past the Bills at all. That just doesn't feel right to me. But yeah, you're right. 31 is going to tell a lot for what happens.
Yeah, I mean,
2 picks left.
Who'd you go since then? You got Surratt, Tucker, and then Nathan went with Braylon Allen.
Stacked up Malik Willis with Washington, picked up Jeremy Bernard, and then I just got Parkinson to go with my Puka and Stafford stack as well.
Oh, speaking of PPR, Tyler, he's got 50% Jeremy Bernard. I think we can agree on that. We both like Unk, right? They go with Unk.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. I can't do that. All right, I'm going to Adam Randall here. I'm a Clemson fan. I'm going to be a homer for this pick. I need a running back.
Antonio Williams, what do you think about him?
I like him. I don't know if he's going to be fantasy relevant, but I do think Clemson has a good habit of putting receivers into the NFL that have some longevity. DeAndre Hopkins, Ray McCloud made a comeback. Hunter Renfrow had a little comeback last year. So I think he's going to be one of those consistent guys like that get better football player than they are fantasy player.
He's another guy that came out late, I think, because of NIL, because he could have come out last year and had like a little bit of better draft capital. And Mike Renner thought, like, I tend to agree with Mike Renner on his draft analysis. Like, he likes separators at the NFL level. I also want you to separate because it doesn't matter about your size anymore. Just given the more defensive backs on the field, you want them to separate more. And if he can separate early, he thinks he can make like a rookie year impact if he lands on the right team. So much about, opportunity though at wide receiver.
Yeah, I could see it. I mean, he's a reliable guy. I mean, watching Clemson this year, the games he was out, Cade Klubnik, he was having his worst games of the season. It was very frustrating to watch. Oh gosh, I don't know where to go here. I'm just Zachariah Branch. Why not? Just get that receiver. Just pound him in there.
Skylar Bell, man, UConn.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and recap my team real quick while Nathan takes his last pick, and then we'll let him recap his. We finished here with a 3-6-9-2 build. Jackson Dart, Kyler Murray, Daniel Jones at quarterback. Sorry, it's been a long day. Running back, I have Jeremiyah Love, Travis Etienne, Jadarian Price, Aaron Jones, Sean Tucker, and Adam Randall. Receiver, I have CeeDee Lamb, Devontae Smith, Devontae Adams, DK Metcalf, Travis Hunter, Calvin Ridley, Darnell Mooney, Elijah Surratt, Zachariah Branch. Tight end room, Tyler Warren, TJ Hawkinson.
Yeah, and I finished up my draft here with a 3-6-8-3. At quarterback, I went Stafford, Willis, and grabbed Ty Simpson in the last round. Running back, Chase Brown, Josh Jacobs, Jalen Warren, Dylan Sampson, Brian Robinson, and Braylon Allen. Wide receiver, Puka, Waddle, Jameson Williams, Tyson, Godwin, Jennings, Malik Washington, Jeremy Bernard. And tight end, George Kittle, Old Man Travis Kelce, and Colby Parkinson.
Okay. All right, Rick, sauce our teams real quick.
I mean, like I said, if it's going to win it all in week 17, you need that Jackson Dart stack, and you need him to stop listening to the shit that Cam Scatabo says, because they're both going to go brain dead before the end of the season if they do.
Yeah.
Nathan, I think your tight end room will be able to collect Social Security before it gets cut for the rest of us.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, good draft. I mean, 4 out of 12 advance. I hope I see you in the top 33% of this draft room. I'm good to go ahead and close it out here if y'all are. Do you have any closing things you'd like to say? Any more shots towards PPR, Tyler? Or Nathan, do you want to take your shot at someone?
I'm not going to take my shot at anyone yet. Maybe if I make it on my show, maybe I'll take some more shots, but I'm not going to do it pre-show myself personally. But definitely thanks for setting this up. It's definitely nice to hop on stream and just chat with some people that I hope to see on the show.
Yeah, thanks for setting this up, Nick. I don't get in front of the camera very much, so it's good to get some reps, good to chop it up. And like I said, the thing that I like most about the Tout House and this competition is, you know, I go into bars and I try to talk to like football with people, you know, obviously with my friends, and like they start talking football and I just start nodding away like, oh, this is very like low level stuff. So being able to talk at a high level with you guys, you know, really gets me up and gets me excited. So that's what I'm looking forward to most about this competition. So you think you can tout, and looking forward to seeing you guys there.
Yeah, fun stuff. Y'all have a good night, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.